direction that you want to go. So I'd love if you could share just a little bit about the challenges that you're seeing, given all these different trends that are going on. How do you lead that?
Yeah. I mean, I have 400 people that all we do is eat, sleep, breathe digital things, but ironically, you never feel like you know everything, you never feel caught up. And so we do have a dedicated team that we call our innovation lab, and all they do, they're hybrid thinkers, their whole brain, there's right and left, and creative and technologists, and they're a very unusual group of people, and all they do is study emerging technologies and use them and try them, apply them, and prototype them, and look for meaningful applications for our clients' brands. So they're really an idea and technology accelerator for our company, and they don't have to be burdened by the day-to-day realities of being on a piece of business. So that's kind of one area. The other thing is I actually have the opposite challenge that many of my clients have. So most of my clients are still trying to understand that digital media and marketing isn't a tactical thing. It's actually a strategic, it's a strategy really for driving business. And so what I've actually had to do is add traditional research and traditional marketing and media thinking to round out whole marketing problem solving, and not just looking at it through a digital only lens. And so I have had the kind of reverse challenge, but it's a good one. It's actually, I think it's easier to be digital and stretch into traditional marketing and media than to actually be rooted in the old and trying to learn the new. And so that's easier for me, but I would encourage people to just get in there and use these tools, whether it's Pinterest or Tumblr or Instagram or Facebook, or get an iPhone, and immerse yourself, and don't just talk about the media that you use.
Well, I know we've got a slide on Google, and I know you can't say too much because you're doing some pretty special work with these guys. They saw a little bit yesterday in the technology, but we'll try to squeeze you for all we can.
Yeah. We're always trying the new and latest, greatest things. So we're a beta developer for Google Glass, and our guys have been messing around with it for quite some time. And we actually just finished the industry's really first consumer branded app for Google Glass. And if all goes as planned, Stuart Elliott will talk about it in the New York Times on Monday. So kind of pay attention. I hope it actually is featured. It's supposed to be the feature of his piece on Monday. So so those are the kinds of things that we're working on, and it's taking chances, and it's messing up, and it's learning, and not knowing exactly where you're going when you started. I mean, we didn't know which brand this was going to make the most sense for when we first started, but we feel like we found a great application.
So let's kind of put you on the spot. Last kind of question here. So purpose-driven brands, a lot of landscapes changing.
Yeah.
Do you buy into the premise that this is really going to make a difference, that this is really going to drive and outperform growth?
Yeah, I do actually, and I think the research shows it. And I just also, I love Jim's book, and I love Conscious Capitalism, which I had recommended for the table out there, which is the guy from Whole Foods, and he shares a lot of similar ideals, and I think it's spot on.